Now, here's another story enjoyed by children all over the world. Children just like you. So close your eyes and listen to this story of Mercury and the Woodman, a fable by Aesop. Once upon a time, a hardworking woodman, we would call him a lumberjack today, was chopping down a tree near a big river. It was late in the day, and he had been working hard since sunrise, and he was very tired. One time, as he swung his axe, it flew out of his hands and splashed into the deep river, sinking all the way to the bottom. The woodman couldn't believe what had just happened. He was very discouraged at this, for it was a good axe. He used it every day to earn a living, and he didn't have the money to go out and buy a new one. Now it was at the bottom of the river and gone forever. As he stood wondering what to do, the god Mercury appeared to him. "Why are you so discouraged?" Mercury asked. As the woodman explained what had happened and why he was so upset, Mercury listened closely without saying a word. After the woodman had finished, Mercury said, "Don't worry, I will help you." With that, Mercury dove into the deep river and soon came up holding a beautiful golden axe. "Is this the axe you lost?" Mercury asked. The woodman shook his head. No, that is not mine," he replied honestly. Mercury nodded his head and dove again, this time returning with a shining silver axe. "Perhaps this is yours?" Again the woodman shook his head. "No, that is not mine either," he said. "Mine is an ordinary iron axe with a well-worn wooden handle." Mercury nodded his head and dove into the river once again, coming up with the woodman's axe, the very one that had sank in the river. The woodman's face lit up with joy. "That is my axe. Thank you so much," he cried. Mercury was so pleased with the woodman's honesty that he gave him both the golden and silver axes as gifts. Overjoyed at his good fortune, the happy woodman thanked Mercury and returned home with his treasures. Soon the story of his good fortune was known to everyone in his village. One of his neighbors, a dishonest and greedy man, decided to try getting a golden axe and a silver axe for himself, too. So he took his axe to the river and threw it into the water, on purpose. Then he wept and wailed loudly, pretending to be upset and calling out for Mercury to help him. Mercury indeed appeared, just as he had with the woodman, and asked what had happened. After the man told his sad, made-up story, Mercury dove into the river and brought up a beautiful shimmering golden axe. Before Mercury could even say anything, the man cried out, "That's mine! That's my axe!" And he reached out greedily to grab it. Mercury didn't let him grab it and frowned at the man. "Your dishonesty and greed have shown me who you really are, and that what you told me is not at all true. So I will not give you this golden axe, and I won't get back the one you threw into the river either." With that, Mercury disappeared, leaving the dishonest man alone and empty-handed. The moral of this story is, honesty is always the best policy.